Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Today is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I'm so grateful for another day of life. Life is so very precious, so sacred. I am so grateful for every breath that I take. I am so grateful for my abundance. I'm so grateful for my prosperity. I am so grateful for today. Gratitude is the way. Gratitude is the truth. Gratitude is the way. Gratitude is the light. Pay attention to gratitude. Pay attention to love. Pay attention to peace. And you will see much more of it in your reality. You'll see it. You'll experience it when you believe it. You'll see it when you believe it. You'll see it when you believe it. You'll see it when you believe it. So do you believe it? Do you know that it's already yours? Do you feel like it's already yours? Do you think like it's already yours? Do you speak like it's already yours? Do you act like it's already yours? Do you believe it's already yours? You'll see it when you believe it. So the only thing that you really need to strengthen is your belief in the unseen. The only thing that you really need to strengthen is your faith. I know for years and years, your teachers, your prophets, your pastors, even your gurus have taught you about money, how to get money, how to chase money, how to make more money, how to have more money, how to manifest more money. At the top of your list is money. Go get the bag. Go get that paper. There's nothing for you to get. You already have it. And this is the secret to life. Life is easy. Life is long and beautiful. Life is everlasting. Life is eternal. Life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be joyful for you. And if for some reason you think it's not, then we must go to the control center. We must go into the imagination, and we must question our belief system. Does this belief, for instance, that I have to work hard for money, is this belief system the best belief system for me? Is it the best feeling belief for me? Everyone doesn't believe the same thing. And if you study beliefs, you study thoughts, you study how life works, how your mind works, you'll see that the results that certain people get and the results that certain people do not get is simply based on your mind set, how your mind is set, how your mind is programmed, what you choose to believe. Now I completely overstand, and understand the programming as we propel and project ourselves into this reality. There's a programming that was set when you came. You are here to overcome, and revise these laws, these programs. You are here to change your mind. Once you have successfully done that, which means that you think successful thoughts, you act like you're successful, you believe in your success, you have faith. Without faith, it is impossible to manifest the life that you deserve, the life that you are worthy of. Without faith, magnificent, miraculous faith, it is impossible to manifest, create the reality that you choose to live in. What is faith? What is faith? Simply put, it's belief in the unseen. It's that magical world that children love to live in. It's where all creation exists. This is the start. This is the first manifestation of your desire is you. You are the first manifestation of your desire. And the way that you feel, the way that you think, the beliefs that you hold on to, this is your life happening right now. Just think about the words that you speak. Think about the way that you talk about people, the way you speak about people. It's all coming to fruition. Everything you say about your government, so shall it be. Everything that you say about yourself, so shall it be. Everything you say about that person, this person, your kids, your finances, your health, your wealth, anything you say and believe, so shall it be. And it's just that simple. It is that simple. You desire to change your life? Change your thoughts. Change your beliefs. This whole system is designed off of how you choose to think. Every word you choose to speak, the breath of life. The breath of life accompanies every single word you speak. So I encourage you and I suggest that you speak the highest of the highest of the highest, the most prosperous, the most abundant. It's not about what you see. It's not about what you see. It's not about what you taste. It's not about what you smell. It is your ability to call those things that be not as though they were. It is time for you to realize and recognize your own divine, supreme nature. You are more. You are so much more. You are so much more than what you have been told, what you have been taught. I am here to revolutionize your thinking pattern. I am here to help you to expand your mind. Think new thoughts. Speak new words. It's time to learn a new language, and you must, if you wish to live and live life most abundantly. It starts with the way that you think about yourself, about your environment, about your circumstances. Louise Hay, as she speaks through me, is alive and well in me. And she says to remind you that we do not fix our problems. We don't fix problems. We fix our thoughts. And the problems fix themselves. Can you feel that? Can you really, really feel how powerful you are? We do not fix problems. We do not fix problems. We do not fix circumstances. We do not fix anything external. We align our thoughts with the reality that you choose to live, the reality you choose to experience, and you do it with gratitude. Gratitude is that receiving mode. It's like a switch. It's like turning on the light. You walk up to the wall, you flick the switch on, and the light comes on. Gratitude is the receiving mode. Gratitude is the frequency of already having it. Your only job as a conscious, a super conscious, supernatural, supreme, divine, majestic, holy, and sacred being is to live in the end. Live in the end result. See it as already done. Speak as if it's already done. Think as if it's already done. You must step into the realm of God. God and man must become one in you. They are not separate. The two are not separate. Nothing is separate from you. It is an illusion. Separateness is an illusion. Separation is an illusion. Refine your thoughts. Renew your mind and adjust and align with the will of God in you as you. For some of us, it's a challenge to actually think such high, noble, honorable, respectable, supreme, divine, holy, and sacred thoughts about ourselves because we were never taught. We were never given permission from our external reality to speak freely, to speak abundance on ourselves, to speak perfect health into ourselves, to speak perfection into ourselves. Every other line is, we're not perfect, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect. When you do that, you literally disown the divine presence, and you disrespect the divine presence, the divine entity, the divine God, the supreme, magnificent essence of who it is you really and truly are. It's not about what they say. It's not about what that book said. It's not about what anybody else says. It's all about what you say and what you believe. Period. I am God. I am. Everything God is, I am. Imagine if you were told this the moment you came into this physical, spiritual reality. Because we keep forgetting that we're spirit too. We see the flesh, we can touch, we can taste, we can smell, we can hear. But yet, we sometimes, and I'm going to revise that, but just for understanding purposes, we deny our spiritual, God, divine, supreme nature. Yes, we're physical, but yes, we are also multidimensional, and we are also very, very spiritual. You can look at an astrological report. You can look at your forecast for today, the weather forecast. You can look at your numerology reading today. You can look at all those things and it can give you a report on what life will be like for you today, what today will be like for you today, what you should avoid and what you should run to. All of those things are what I call relative. Your thinking, your God power supersedes, overthrows, is supreme. What you say your day will be like and you believe is what your day will be like. I say today's a beautiful, magnificent, miraculous, and magnificent day. Today is a great day and it just keeps getting better. You can look at your astrological report and it can say you are reckless or you should avoid this. I decree, command, and affirm that all is well with me. Today is a supreme, magnificent, abundant, and prosperous day. My thoughts are clear. My intuition is on point. I trust my immune system. I trust my thoughts. I trust my God. I supersede any astrological reading on my body, on my mouth, on my anything. If it does not resonate with the good, the abundant, the prosperous, the loving, if it's not positive, I do not agree with it. I do not believe it. I believe that life is positive. I believe that life is prosperous. I believe that life is abundant. And I believe that everything, I mean everything, the good and the bad, there is no good and there is no bad. It's how you choose to train your mind to see this thing as. Everything is working out for me in wonderful, magical ways. Everything. The media is working out for me in wonderful ways. People wearing masks is working out for me in wonderful, magical ways. The election, it's all working out for me in wonderful, magnificent, magical ways. Out of this situation, I declare, decree, and command, only good will come. And I'm talking about if the doctor gave you some type of report, if your mama just said something about you that doesn't quite sit well with you or makes you feel less than God, disagree. Disagree. I choose to believe God. And what God has in store for me is greater than any astrological programming, any book, any pastor, any church, any president has no authority over the God, the breath of life that is in me. I train my mind to see the God in every situation. I train my mind to see the divine in every situation. I train my mind to see the great. I train my mind to see the perfection in every situation. I train my mind to see the abundance, the prosperity in every situation. What you consider bad is considered good for God. Everything is in divine order. Everything is in divine order. Everything is leading you closer to God. Everything is leading you closer to yourself, which is love. God is love. And so are you. The minute that you start thinking and believing anything less than good, great, magnificent, opulent, supreme, divine, you're out of alignment with your desires. You desire to feel good. You desire to feel God. Your desire is to experience heaven right here on earth. Your consciousness is what brings this realization, this experience into your reality. You're being tested. You're being tested. Your faith is being tested. When that doctor gives you that piece of paper that says you have this, that, or the third, your faith is being tested. What you have is what God says you have. And guess what? You and God are one. So guess what? Everything that you say about yourself is everything that God says about you. Everything that you believe about yourself is everything God believes about you. Everything that you have found yourself, everything that you have forgiven yourself for, so has God. If you can't forgive yourself for that particular thing, God can't either. Judgment Day is here, always. It's happening now. As you think, so shall you be. Everything is searching. Everything is trying to get your attention. Everything is trying to get you to agree with it. Everything is trying to get you to side with it. It's trying to give your, everything is trying to get your energy to agree with it. I write my own story. I write my own Bible. I write my own never-ending story because my story never ends. I see the power in me to call those things not as though they were. I call my imagination to fruition. This is the Christ consciousness, and it will challenge you. It will challenge you to greatness. The old world will say to you, well, that's messed up. They should have never did that. The new world says, all is forgiven, my love, beloved. You have been washed clean in the blood of the Lamb. As of lately, I listen to myself now. I create my own life from within now. It's very interesting these days that I have to turn it off. Certain things that I used to be able to listen to and intake, can't intake that anymore. It doesn't feel good anymore. It's kind of like when you stop eating meat and then you try to go back to eating meat or something like that, and it just, your stomach is just, Your stomach is upset. You just had this whole slice of cheese pizza and your stomach is just going through it. It's like your body is now recalibrated for righteousness. Anything that doesn't serve you, God, anything that doesn't feel good to you, anything that's not harmonious, balanced, anything that's not loving to your body, to your mind. If you're trying to send anything that's unloving, harmful, imbalanced, my mind cannot conceive you anymore. I can't see you anymore. My world will put me in a circumstance where I'm separate from you. My intuition will lead me into the mountains. It'll lead me to my safe haven. And with this comes revision and all of that light work that I'm talking about. All your power comes from how you think. All of your power comes from how you think. All your money all your wealth, all your abundance, all your prosperity, everything is coming from how you think. If you think like everybody else, you're going to end up like everybody else. If you choose to adopt the thinking of this world, your parents, your pastor, all these people and teachers, if you choose to adopt any particular belief system, make sure that it's serving your highest good. If that teaching teaches you anything less than you being God, it is false. It is the devil. It is blasphemy to consider yourself anything less than God, who you submit and subscribe to everything that you have, everything that you are, everything that you've been given. All praises and worship goes to this God. But you have yet to see the God in you. And I'm speaking from an old world perspective. The new world is happening now. When you can finally, somehow, some way break through all of the illusions, break through all of the spells, all of the distractions, and keep your mind centered on God. You're being called, you're being anointed, you're being chosen for everlasting life, everlasting love, everlasting abundance, everlasting prosperity. Can your mind conceive it? You asked for the truth, but can you handle the truth that you are God? God is in control. God is good. God is perfect. God is love. God is eternal. God is everlasting. God is everything good. And everything that you think is not good is also God. Because everything, the good and the bad, are working together for your highest good, God. It looks like all hell is breaking loose, but to me, all heaven is breaking loose. Heaven, yes. If I don't say it, who else will? If I don't say it, who else is going to say it to you? This good news shall be preached. Choose to speak a new language. Choose to disagree with the language of death, dis-ease, poverty, demise. Choose to speak life. Choose length of days whenever you speak. Grant it to yourself. I forgive easily and frequently, and so shall it be for you, God. I forgive myself easily and frequently, as I forgive others easily and frequently. I choose to move to a new royal heavenly level of appreciating myself, of loving myself, of recognizing the God, the divine, the supreme, the holy, the sacred, the perfection in me. You will not experience anyone to speak this way about themselves courageously, unapologetically. I created this. Everything that you're looking at right now, I created this. Let me tell you what the world created about 20, 30 years ago. Right here, depressed, dis-ease, suicidal. The negative of the most negative. About 30 years ago, that was me. And you know what? You're going to go through life. You're going to go through some experiences that you thought you would never have to go through. You're going to go through experiences where you're not going to be tested about this forgiveness that you're talking about all the time. You're going to be given some things that you need to forgive. And let me tell you why you're going to have to go through it, and you're going to have to learn how to forgive. Because you're doing it for you. You think you're doing it for them. Because you have yet to see that they are you and you are them. That's what forgiveness does. It frees you completely, holistically. Because while you may not see how you played a part, God, in this whole scheme of things, you played the part, you wrote the script, you spoke the words, you spelled, you cursed it out, you spelled it out, you believed in the system. The same system that you believed in at 5, 10, 15 years old is the same system that you see going on right now. And until you change you and your belief system, you will never experience a harmonious, just, loving, kind government. It starts with you. You think it starts with them. It starts with you. God is in control of all of this that you see going on. You say these words, but do you believe them? At first, you didn't believe that you had this power, but you do. You do. Test and see the glory of God in you this day. Start to test yourself. Today is day 1 of your 21-day mental cleanse. We keep talking about this physical cleanse with food and don't eat this and don't eat that. Don't think that thought. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Create a new belief system. A new belief system is a new buffet for yourself. You can sit there and you can eat this and you can eat that, but you're not paying attention to what you're eating mentally. What are you eating mentally that's causing the eating patterns? Because it all starts here. Wherever the mind goes, so will the body. Wherever you go in imagination, this is your magic right here. And every word that you spell, it must come true. It must come into your reality. It must be your experience. Every time you say about that particular person, man, I wish they would stop doing that. I wish they would stop doing this. You stop it. You see a new vision for that person. You speak a new vision for that person. Speak a new vision for your government. I talk about the government more now because people keep thinking that the government is separate from us, that we didn't have anything to do with the way the government is. We created all of it with the way that we think. If you keep saying the government is corrupt, the government is corrupt, the government is corrupt, this is the universe. Your wish is my command. 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 The government is corrupt. The government is corrupt. The government is corrupt. Keep saying it long enough, you'll start believing it. Start believing it long enough and you'll start to experience it and see it. When you really take the time, make the time, because you love yourself. You love yourself, and anything connected to you is self. Your children, self. Your government, self. Do you have to work with a government? Do you have to work with the government? Do you have to work with your children? Do you have to work with all of these entities and all of these people? Give thanks and appreciation. How about you start praising them instead? How about you start appreciating them instead? Have you tried that approach yet? We keep coming at it and going at it in the same way and getting the same result. It's called insanity, mental illness. Mental health is the greatest wealth ever. It is eternal. It is everlasting. Your mental wealth. And once you've mastered your own mind, then you'll start to see this world that I keep talking to you about. This heaven on earth that I keep talking to you about. It's right here, right now. The minute that you choose heavenly thoughts, healing thoughts, healthy thoughts, and you're not just thinking these thoughts just for you, but your first job is you. When you've done it successfully for yourself, it's much, 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 much easier to do for your other selves. Take on a different approach. The Christ consciousness is calling you. Calling you. Love is calling you. Perfection is calling you. Paradise is calling you. Good health, good wealth. Can you imagine living in a state of perfect health, perfect wealth, harmony? Can you conceive this in your mind now? For as you think, so shall your life be. As you think about your government, as you think about your children, as you think about your finances, as you think about your body, as you think about your anything, so shall it be. So guess what? I started to think powerful, positive, prosperous, abundant thoughts about my reality, including me. I cannot sit and listen to you talk about this is wrong, that's wrong, blame that person, blame this person. Every time you point a finger at something, they say there's 3 more coming right back at you. What thoughts were you thinking to create the experience? Do you even know? Are you paying attention to your thoughts? Are you paying attention to your belief system? As you believe, as you think and speak, so shall your existence be. There is no exception to this rule. You can have, do, or be anything if you can create the consciousness that is in alignment with having it. Listen to guru speakers, and it's only a chosen few, so you must be very diligent. And until you do, start working on your own language. Start spelling your own life. Start creating on a different level. Start creating a new concept of yourself. So very different from what your friends, your family, your world, your government taught you to think about yourself. What I have uncovered in my search for righteousness, what I have uncovered is that you can think anything, and I'm talking about anything that you want to think, you desire to think. And it can be more than likely exclusive and very, very different from what most people think. All you have to ask yourself is, do I want the life that these people are living? Do I want to continue to experience the same conditions that these people are living over and over and over again? Do I want to go to the same place that these entities, these suggestions, these programs, these beliefs? Does my belief system honor, respect, and align with heaven on earth? Goodwill to all men, perfect health, regeneration of every cell. Does your belief system hold and align you with love? With the frequency of love, with the frequency of forgiveness, with the frequency of gratitude, give thanks. You have so much to be grateful for, says God, in you. Just look at your body right now. You have so much to be grateful for. You have a physical body that represents the temple of God right now. How can you ever be broke? How can you ever claim poverty when you look at your physical body, the temple of God? I remember reading stories in the Bible about tearing down the temple of God, and they're going through it. The prophets and the disciples that they're talking about restoring the temple of God, and we're going to bring this. That's you, and that's this body. And the part that I bring to the consciousness, the collective consciousness, is you are this body. You are this body. A lot of people will say, I'm not the body, I'm not physical, it's only temporary. Check the words that you keep spelling, on your body. And I watch humanity. I watch humanity, and I watch the way we think. The things that we speak about the holy temple of God need some revision. I'm here to restore the temple of God to its rightful throne as God. We create immortal, eternal bodies. The temple of God is everlasting. The temple of God is immortal. Length of days I speak into this body. I speak life into this body. I no longer speak death. Everyone else can go ahead and speak that. I understand, overstand, and appreciate the power of my words to call forth those things that be not, to be the vessel of love and light and everlasting wisdom. Here is the divine feminine, that 90% of your subconscious mind is kicking in now. Psychic abilities returned, telepathic abilities returned. You are the medium. You are the medium. You are that gateway to heaven. It is you. Speak no evil. Hear no evil. If it goes against life, if the words go against life, if the belief system goes against life, if it goes against abundance, prosperity, then I choose to unsubscribe to your beliefs. Your word is your bond. Life or death is in the power of your tongue, is in the power of your thoughts, God. Disregard that astrological support. Disregard that circumstance. Disregard that person, place. If it does not align with prosperity, with abundance, with perfect health, the minute that you hear that person say, well, I'm not perfect, switch it off. Revise, I am. Everything they say you're not, I want you to go out and speak, declare it, command, I am. I am is the name of God. Everything you say after I am, you must and shall and will become. So if you're calling yourself God, you're calling forth the Spirit of God in you to take over. You are calling the Spirit of God to claim this body, to overtake this mind. The Spirit of God overthrows, supersedes any external authority. You can read it, you can see it, you can taste it, you can smell it. If it don't smell good, leave it alone and let it go. If it don't feel good, leave it alone and let it go. This is the time. No more. Enough is enough. Haven't you had enough? It's time. You deserve a fantastic, abundant, luxurious life. But you must create that. You must go there in your mind. You must go to places that you have never gone in your mind. You must think thoughts that you have never, ever thought before. Now is the time to create those heaven on earth thoughts. It's going to test you. It's going to challenge you. These are your weapons. And it's more, I don't call them weapons. I want to produce another name for what these things are. These are superpowers. Yes. Yes. You see, when you work with the mind, you're like, okay, mind, give me another word that's better than this word. Give me another word that's greater than this word. Give me another word that's going to help me to feel better than that last word you gave me. The word is superpower. Gratitude is now your superpower. This is when you realize you're already rich. Sit down. Sit down. Go get a piece of paper. You don't even need no paper. All you need is your mind. What are you grateful for? All right, let me give you 10 real quick. 10x. I'm grateful for my eyes. I'm grateful for my nose. I'm grateful for my mouth. I'm grateful for my teeth. I'm grateful for my legs. I'm grateful for my liver. I'm grateful for my immunity. I'm grateful for my toes. I'm grateful for my hair. I'm grateful for my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am grateful for my lungs. I am grateful for marijuana. I am grateful for wisdom, knowledge, and divine connections. I am grateful for a grateful mind. I am grateful to have a grateful mind. Oh my God, feeling gratitude feels so good. Let me count the ways. Let me count the ways, God. Let me count all the ways that you've been supporting me. You've been loving me. You've been giving to me. Let me count the ways, God. Let me give thanks, God. I don't need anything. I already have it. All my needs are met. The sun comes out every single day on the most wickedest person on the planet and the most righteous person on this planet. The sun comes out every day to shine its light on both of us. It's all you. It's as if the sun comes up, you get a new chance to forgive that person today. You get a new chance to redeem yourself. You get a new chance to speak blessings. You get a new chance to forgive yourself today. Every day is a clean slate for you. The sun doesn't remember what you did yesterday. The sun doesn't say to itself, you know what? What you did yesterday was some messed up stuff, man. I'm not coming out tomorrow for you. I'm not coming out tomorrow for you. No. I want to be like the sun. It represents the Son of God, the Messiah. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It doesn't matter what you did the day before yesterday. It doesn't matter what you did last week. It doesn't matter what you did as a child. It doesn't matter what happened to you. Everything has prepared you and is preparing you for this moment right here. Forgiveness is your superpower. To forgive is to be forgiven. To forgive is to be forgiven. That's your superpower. Money is not your superpower. You are the money. Your ability to think abundant, prosperous, worthy, and deserving thoughts is the money that will manifest in physical form for you. The higher your self-esteem is, the higher your net worth will be, shall be, and so it is. I am grateful. I am powerful. I am strong. Let the weak say, I am strong. 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 Every time you feel that pain, anytime you feel any kind of pain, I give thanks. I am strong. This too I shall overcome. This too shall pass. I speak love. I speak good health. I speak good wealth into every single cell of my body and yours. You are me and I am you. Anything I say about you is the same thing I'm saying about me. The two must become one. Bridge that gap between you and that person. Next thing I want to remind you of. It is all you, God. It is all you. We get these labels when we come here. They give us these labels. Labels are spells. Labels are spells. You want to be more than human? Call yourself a superhero. Call yourself God. Call yourself the Christ. Call yourself the perfection of life, and you shall become that. Whatever you call yourself, claim yourself, and believe about yourself, so shall you be. You will start to create a God in you. You will start to create God in you as you. You'll start looking like God. You'll start speaking like God. You'll start smelling like God. You'll start eating like God. Claim the perfection of your life, your body, your cells, your organs. Speak life and eternal life into every single cell. Stop separating the body from you. We're all one. The body is immortal. The body is spirit. The body is physical and it's spiritual at the same time. I am God. I declare those things that be not as though they were. I am healed. The scriptures say, let the weak say, I am strong. So what should the poor say? Come on now. Class is in session. What should the poor say and keep saying and keep claiming and keep believing? I am rich. I am rich. Look at my body. Look at my eyes. Look at my hair. Look at my toes. Look at the temple of God. It's all yours. The sun comes out for you every day. Hallelujah. Give thanks. Everything you need comes out to serve you every day. It rained today. And you know what I said to myself? Oh, wow. I'm so grateful for the rain. We need the water. Everything you need is already here if you would only keep giving thanks. If you would only keep praising it. If you would only keep giving thanks for it. To appreciate means to raise the value of. So the only real estate, the most powerful real estate, the richest real estate that there is you, God. This is the real estate right here. This is the real estate. This is your spaceship. This is your multi-dimensional travel. This is Travelocity right here. This is Spirit Airlines right here. You can do miraculous, amazing. I mean, you have yet to tap in to the amazing abilities that you are capable of. It is what the Christ consciousness is here to awaken in you. As you think, so shall you be. Everything is trying to get you to think a certain way. Everything is trying to get you to think a certain way. Everything is trying to grab your attention to get you to believe what they believe. Because as soon as you hop onto that belief, you make it stronger. You make it stronger. You make it more powerful. Yeah. You got to work hard. You got to work hard. You got to work hard. No pain, no gain. Lies and spells. What do you mean no pain, no gain? For you, you want to speak that? You want to spell that into your life? Okay. I'm constantly gaining. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly multiplying. I'm constantly increasing with love, with ease, with support, and with protection from the divine I-ness in me. You see, I've learned to become my own magician. I've learned to become my own wizard. I've learned to become my own constitution. I've learned to become the sovereign supreme being of my own life. And I have the right to remain silent until I learn to use the power of God in me. All of it is free. All of it is free. You're free to think. You're free to think you're broke, or you're free to think you're rich. Which one will you choose this day? To be rich or not to be rich? That is the question. To be God or not to be God? That is the question. To be kind and compassionate and forgiving or not? That is the question. Your next life is this life. The afterlife is this life. There is no other life. There is no death. There's only life. And how you live in it. Are you living it in hell, or are you living it in heaven? Hell is where you're at when you're not where you want to be. So put yourself there in imagination and thought. Believe in your own magnificence. Believe in yourself the way you were taught to believe in God. And watch and see how miraculous, joyful, loving, and peaceful life will become for you. Make peace with yourself. Make peace with yourself, God. Make peace with yourself, God. Make love with yourself, God. Make love with yourself, God. You must love God with your whole heart, with your whole mind, with your whole soul. Do you love yourself that much? That is what heaven on earth means. This means everlasting life. They're taking in knowledge of you, the only true God. There is no other God. You are the only true God for your life. For your life. You are the Messiah of your own life. Raise yourself. Resurrect yourself. No more crucifixion. Baby, leave it alone, please. Leave it alone. Drop it. Thank you. All is well. Everything is working out for me in magical ways. Everything is working out for me in magical ways. All is well. All is well. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Hallelujah. I give thanks. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. You're looking at a person. You're looking at a being. You're looking at a God that used to hate themselves. And until I realized that the world is reflecting my own feelings, my own speech, my own actions, my own thoughts about me, I knew I had to make some changes in me. My thoughts kept me in hell. The way you think about your food, bless it. I don't care where they told you it's coming from. You have the power to bless it, appreciate it, and change the molecules of what it is that you're eating by changing your mind. Speak blessings, speak nutrition, speak good health, speak the best of the best language, words, spells into your food. Just keep giving thanks, and you'll realize that you are already rich. Your thoughts is what makes you rich or is what makes you poor. Your thoughts is what makes you healthy or makes you sick. How many times have you said to yourself, I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired. The way you talk about yourself is everything. Because the way you talk about yourself is the way you're going to talk about everything else until you start to merge the gap. Get in that gap, like Wayne Dyer would say, between you and your external reality. It's only a mirror. It's only a reflection of what's going on inside of you. Look at all the dysfunction, if there is any, and turn it into peace and harmony in your mind. This is where your creative power lives. Instead of listening to other people and believing other people about what's going to happen, when, what's going to happen, how, you decide. God, you already know what God is. God is greater than any circumstance, any person, any piece of paper, any prescription. God is greater. You are greater. When you Get to a place of thinking greater thoughts, no matter what your eyes tell you, no matter what your nose tell you. You tell your eyes what to see. I see good. I see good. I see abundance. You tell your eyes what to see. You tell your nose what to smell. Read your own thoughts. I don't do any reading when I'm live. I'm channeling and I cannot be distracted at all. I don't see words. I'm talking to me. Right now, all I see is me. I see my face. I see me. Go back and read your thoughts. Check your thoughts to see if they're in alignment with your desires. Having, not I wish, I will, I'm going to, when no, I am. Everything that you think you're not, replace it with I am. And watch the magic. Watch the magic. And I'm not talking about you do this one day, 1, 2, 3 times a day. I'm not talking about rehearse. This is a script. Rehearse your part. Rehearse your character well. Rehearse your words well. Language arts, grammar. Come up with new words to describe yourself and your reality. Choose the most positive, the most empowering, the most inspiring. Choose the most powerful words. I've also noticed that we have a full book of it's a full book. I mean a thick book that we call a dictionary. Dictionary. Dictate. And we get caught up. This is how the groups are formed. This is how all these different religions and groups and governments are formed. You're choosing to speak the same words over and over. Just pay attention to your language. Over and over and over again. And you're more than likely speaking the way that the people around you speak. You're speaking like your parents. You're speaking like your pastors. You're speaking like the media. When your media is not speaking as if. Your media is not speaking into the desire of the wishes of your wishes fulfilled. They're not. So you have to revise all of that. You got to go in there and clean all of that up. You got to clean up your mouth. You got to master your mouth. Master your language. The dictionary has thousands, if not more, of different words you can use instead of F-U-C-K. There's so many other words that you can use than B-I-T-C-H. There's so many other words that you can use. When I speak to my reflection in female form, I call her what I call myself. I see the best in her. I call her goddess. I call her God. I call her empress. I call her the Most High. I call her your highness. I call her your magnificence. I call her everything great, grand, everything prosperous. There's so many other words that I can use to describe you. There's so many other words that you can use to describe yourself other than those words. And if you don't want to call yourself God, call yourself good. Call yourself perfect. Call yourself in control. Call good health. The thing is, we keep thinking that our words have no significance, and it does. It does. The very words that you speak on yourself over or someone else over and over, because you're the one speaking it. You're the one speaking it. Even if you're talking about someone else, it's coming out of you, God. It's coming out of you. It's your breath of life that you are activating to every word that's coming out of you. It's not coming out of them. It's coming out of you. And watch and see if everything you keep saying about that person don't come true. Watch and see. You keep saying it over and over, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Keep saying it. See what happens. Test yourself and see the glory of God in you. Have an amazing day, because it's really amazing. It really is amazing. Doesn't matter what it looks like outside. I declare, command, and decree and believe it's a beautiful day for me. It's a beautiful day for you too if you choose to think beautiful thoughts. It's a beautiful day. What can I say? Life is good. Life is amazing. I will never speak anything less of life ever again. For as I speak, as I think, as I speak, what I'm speaking is what I'm thinking. My speakers are just giving me an idea of what it is that I'm thinking. My speakers is just giving voice, is just giving sound to my thoughts. My speakers is the first manifestation in physical form of my desires fulfilled. Do you feel what I'm saying to you? Even if you don't see where, how, or when, you speak it. I am healed. I am healed. It's happening now. It's creating itself now. You put the breath of life into I am healed. Healing will find you. Healing remedies will find you. Healing doctors will find you. The herb doctor will find you. The medicine woman will find you. The healer will find you. You are healed, so you will attract healing. Hallelujah. I give thanks. Pay attention. Before every miracle that Jesus performed, he gave thanks. You keep giving thanks. Giving thanks represents it is done. It is mine. I already have it. I feel good. I feel great. I feel so grateful. When someone gives you a gift, when someone gives you anything, thank you. I receive it. That's all gratitude says. I receive it, and I receive it now. When do you want your healing? Now. So stop saying when, I'm going to, next week. Now. I'm healed now. When do you want your abundance, prosperity? When do you want your millions? When do you want that? Now. Why wait till next week? Why wait till the next second? When you can have it now. You can have it now if you know how to have it in consciousness. This is where all of the work is. Right here. You can eat what you consider clean all you want. You can go on all these diets. We don't do diets. We live a lifestyle. If you're going to make any kind of changes, it should be a lifestyle change. It's not something that you stop and start. Stop and start, stop and start. I'll do it when I want to fit in that dress. I'll do it when once my cancer is healed, I'm going to go back to that lifestyle. No. We don't do diets, D-I-E. No. We're going to create a completely different word for that. For now, we're calling it a lifestyle. Lifestyle changes. I'm going to drink this water every day. I'm going to eat that fruit every single day. I'm going to eat those green, leafy, organic vegetables every single day to maintain an everlasting life. Not a temporary life. Not a short life. There's nothing about dying in here at all. It's about living and living life more abundantly. Can you imagine living past 200 years old? Years young. Can you imagine? Can you even conceive it in your mind? Have you taken the time to actually sit down, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine what would it be like for me to live, to see, feel, and experience 200, 300, stretch it out, stretch your mind out, 2,000. Keep going. How How far can you stretch your mind? Because the sky is not the limit. There are no limits. Your imagination can go as far as your belief can. Your mother is not separate from you, and I'm going to close it with this. Your mother is not separate from you. Your father, your cousin, your children. It is all you. And when we finally start to see yourself in your children, when you start to see yourself in your government, when you start to see yourself in your food, when you start to see yourself in the cow, when you start to see yourself in the pig, you will start to see this world and the magnificence that it truly is. It's all about you. I encourage you to become more self-centered. Fill yourself up. Become full of yourself. Because becoming full of yourself is becoming full of God. And there is no other way to move through this life than as God. That's heaven on earth. Your children are you. They are you in a different body. They're you. When you think your loved one is gone, dead, they're you. They cannot be dead if they're you. Every single person is you. They're not separate from you. They gave you a name when you came here. That's your mother. That's your father. That's your uncle. That's your cousin. They're you. Just put put God on every label that they gave you. God. You look at your little girl. That's me. You're going to treat that little girl like you when you finally see the connection. Make the connection. Connect the dots. When you start loving and appreciating and respecting and praising and worshiping yourself, just like God is not separate from you, you are God and God is you. You are your mother. She's not greater than you. She's you. You are your children. They're not greater than you. They're not your legacy. They're not your ancestors. They're you. All of it is happening in you as you. When they drop the body, they return back to you. Conceive a new thought, resurrect them in your mind. That's on another video, on another topic. First, we're learning how to break out of these boxes, break out of the illusion. I know what magic looks like. I know what spelling is. I'm a champion at it. I traced my life from birth until now, and everything that I was taught, everything that I went through, all of the things that I thought were mistakes. God makes no mistakes. I thought being Jehovah's Witness was a mistake. God makes no mistakes. I'm so grateful because it developed immortality in me. It was easy for me to believe in my everlasting nature. Because of everything that I've overcome, all the tests that I've passed has brought me to this moment. They're you. They're you. Even that thing that you think is so evil, that man that you hate, that woman that you hate, can't stand, you want them gone, that's you. That's a thought that you keep thinking. That's one of your subconscious programmings. And you get to redeem, resurrect, revise, and you get to love on that demon because that demon is you. You get to forgive that demon. It is your, what's that word that I now love to use? I was watching Iyanla Fix My Life, and she was talking to someone, and the person said, why I can't save her? Why I gotta be the one to save her, or whatever the case? Why I gotta be the one to heal her, or whatever the case may be? And Iyanla said to her, it is your privilege to heal your mama through you. When you heal yourself, you're healing your mama. You're healing your ancestry. You're healing every single person in your generational history. It is your privilege to help, to serve humanity, to help heal this planet, heal yourself. Start with your thoughts. No food, no external propaganda, or prop is what I call it, because this is all scripted. It's all a stage. Life is a stage. Keep rehearsing beautiful thoughts, prosperous thoughts, abundant thoughts. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. I have to take off. Got to take off right now. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being here at this time. It's such a beautiful time to be alive. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful existence. A beautiful day. Life is so good. Life is so amazing. Life is really, really worth living. So I impress on your subconscious mind to give yourself length of days, to give yourself more life here on this planet, to give yourself more life in this earth plane. There's so much more for you to experience. Don't go nowhere. Just stay alive. Keep thinking. Love, light, health, wealth. Whatever you don't see in the physical, give it to yourself in consciousness. Keep persisting. Assume the feeling of your wishes fulfilled. I love myself as I love you, my reflection. Have an amazing day. It's a beautiful life. I am so grateful. I am so grateful to be the messenger of peace, abundance, gratitude, forgiveness. That's all I want to talk about. That's all that excites me. The power of the mind is so beautiful to me. I'm so passionate about it. It's so beautiful. Have an amazing day. I give thanks.